Just found this Dodge. The cab is missing. All the front end's missing, but the bed is there. I'm thinking truck bed trailer number 3. I'm getting supplies to get the truck bed trailer done. Most importantly, I got the coupler, $31. I picked up some welding rods. I got some cutoff wheels. I've got some spray paint, some paint thinner, and some tools. Up on the front, I'm gonna start stripping everything off that I don't want on there. Cross member, gas tank, cross member, and we gotta figure out where we're gonna cut it. And then just like that, the gas tank is already out. And that bracket's out. To do the tongue, I first need to know how far apart the frame rails are. Looks like about 38 inches. And that's gonna tell me how long to cut the frame. Here, let me show you. So I've got these boards stuck in the coupler. That tells me the angle they need to be at. I pulled a tape measure from here to here, it's 33 inches. From here to there, it's 33 inches. Then between the two, it's 38 inches. So now I'll measure from here to the end of the board. That tells me how long the frame needs to be to get the right angle to put the coupler on. So now I'll move the coupler and measure the board. It looks like 41 inches. So we'll go make a mark on the frame at 41 inches. Start cutting. Okay, I'm gonna make this tongue as long as I can make it. A longer trailer backs up easier. Anyway, there's a little dip right here. I'm gonna cut it off right where that flat spot starts. Then we're gonna come back 41 inches, make a mark here. We'll cut the top of the C-channel and the bottom of the C-channel, and that's where we're gonna bend in to make our angle. Over here, same thing, a cut, bend it in, and we're gonna cut this other side off right there. Here, let me mark it and start cutting it, and you can see what I'm talking about. And that way we can keep this cross member for strength. My next step, I put my level on here in the center. That's my center line. I traced it, and that tells me what the angle is for the tongue up there. According to Speed Square, it's 27 degrees. So I've got a square line where I'm cutting the frame off. Then I've got a 27-degree angle, but I moved in 1.25 inches. That gives me a 2-inch flat spot so the tongue don't go up into the coupler too far. So I'm gonna cut this line here, straight down back here, and underneath, I've already got it cut. And now the front suspension has officially been removed. I've got to roll this out of the way. The 4 frame cuts have been made. This one, this one, this one, and that one. Now I'm gonna beat this down, beat that down, beat this down, beat that down, and then we'll bend it in so it meets in the middle. The tongue has been welded together. It's now time to weld the coupler on. Right there. The coupler welding is almost finished. I gotta put 2 bolts in it. Then we'll do some welding back on the frame. We can start painting. Back on the frame, it's getting close to time to weld it up. I just cut this lip off and pushed them together, beat them together with a hammer. Now I'm gonna polish up a little bit of the grinder and we're gonna run the welding rod over it. Down here, we'll do the same thing. Maybe cut off that lip this time. Then do some welding, and then jump over to the other side. This is how the first weld turned out. We gotta knock the slag off of it, clean it up, and then we'll paint it. Looks good to me. The welding is all done here, down there, and over there. Now I'm gonna get the sander and start sanding. Maybe I can get some asphalt tonight, and tomorrow we can be painting. Today, I got all the welding finished. I took the sander, sanded the frame. Then I took some dish soap and some water and gave it a good cleaning. I just put on a coat of Ospo. Once the Ospo dries tomorrow, we'll be painting this guy. And I got to do a pigtail for the wiring. I got to get the chains put on, and I got to put the taillights in. And this project is done. It is the next day. The sun is out and the Ospo is dry. I'm gonna start squirting on that spray paint. I just put a coat of flat black paint on. I think I'll go back over it with some glossy. I have glossy. It would look better. That'll be a flat black base coat. Up next, I got a couple light bulbs. I'm gonna figure out how to get these lights to burn. Figure out which wires I want to use and get the pigtail on. And yeah, the glossy looks a whole lot better than the flat black. The gloss paint is now on. It looks good. And I got to put this connector on. We'll have taillights. Here I am working on the taillights. I've got a bulb for the brake light and the turn signal. I don't need one for the backups. And here's the lens. I'm going to get it put on next. So for somehow the lights on this side, the wires were missing. I just got some off of a Silverado wiring harness. They're going to work out. But I need some butt splices. This is my taillight brake light. This is the backup light. I'm not going to use it. That just plugs the hole to keep the mud out. This just in, one of the taillights is on and the bumper is in place. I just got back from the store and this 3-inch lowering kit is actually a 2-inch lowering kit. So I got it for half price. And there's the butt splices. I just put in a half-priced 2-inch lowering block. That'll make it a lot better for pulling behind my car. Easier to load and unload, lower to the ground. Less wind resistance. Good modification. I've got the stock U-bolts. You remove those. You put in the new U-bolts. Put the 4 nuts on. I've got the spring held up with the jack. I've got the tire sitting on a ramp. As I lower the spring, I'll get clearance between the rear end and the spring. We'll take the 2-inch spacer, put it in between, and then we'll tighten up these 4 nuts with the impact gun. This ought to be done. The spring is now down all the way to sitting here. I'll put the block in. And then we can jack it back up into place. Lowering block number 2 is in. It's time now to roll it off the ramps. Maybe go for a test drive. I just drilled these 2 holes through the frame and I'm going to use these Dodge nuts and bolts, little extra safety. And I might put one more cross member back there. I've already got one that was holding the gas tank up. These 2 coupler bolts are in, they're tight. And back here I put in another cross member. It's a lowrider cross member for a spare tire. It'll give more tongue weight, but not too much tongue weight. And it lays pretty much flat with the frames. Perfect. Thumbs up on that. It is reflector time. I just popped one on this side. I'm gonna go put one on the other side. Reflectors will be done. Yeah, right about there. I have just figured out the wiring diagram on this thing. It was nothing like the Chevrolet. Chevrolet was yellow to yellow, brown to brown, green to green, white to white. This one's got all kind of colors, but I got them working. Hang on, I'll show you. That is the left blinker. Taillights are on. That is the right blinker. Taillights are on. On the truck bed trailer, the taillights are now functional. Even the tag light. I didn't know that, but the tag light even works. And in the bed of the truck, safety chain. That's the last thing I got to do to it. I guess that'll be tomorrow. As we come up, I'll show you the 4 flat, all convoluted tubed and ready to go. Test driving the trailer to the dump. I got some trash, I got a shop vac, 2 gas tanks, shower doors. Let's see how it pulls. And you can see the road behind the trailer. Lowering blocks, gotta love them. I've got truck bed trailer number 2, getting to know truck bed trailer number 3. This one's a lot bigger, it's in a lot better shape. It's got the exhaust still on it. It's got a floor in the tongue. It's got my name tagged on it. This one even has a hitch on it. No body damage. The red one, the Dodge, has a little bit of body damage. And it's a lot smaller. I should do a quick measurement. The bed's about 63 inches long. This one is about 77 inches long. Put a lot more lawnmower in there. Oh, and as far as the heights go, that one we're going to say about 48.5 inches tall. This one is about 4 inches shorter. Better for pulling behind my car. The last thing I need to do to it, get that chain permanent. The safety chain is now installed. I got a 1/2 inch bolt. It goes through the coupler, it goes through the frame. Big washer or lock nut. The chain is on. This trailer's ready for a tag, ready to be used. Nothing to it. Truck bed trailer number 3, and I'm loading it to go to the dump. But it feels like it needs something else written on the tailgate. Maybe in black, right about here. Be nice if I could use that same font too. Hang on. So there's the Dodge in Dakota font. There's Chud 327. Rough draft, almost in the same font. It needs down here on YouTube, maybe in white. That way people behind me in traffic can say, what the heck is that? Everything has been cut out and masked off. It's almost getting too cold to paint. I gotta hurry up. I'm just cleaning up with some paint thinner. Never gonna spray it. Yeah, good enough. It's not spraying the best, but it'll have to do. You have to get the heat gun after it. It is currently 53 degrees. The spray can says anywhere between 40 and 80, so we're 13 degrees above the minimum, but I am cooking it on with a heat gun. And if you're wondering how hot does the heat gun get, it will burn that paper. I might put one more coat on. It is satisfying one-hand peeled reveal time. So, okay. See, it's good from a distance. Love it. It fits good with the trash in the back too. I'm right here finishing up truck bed trailer number 3, and I've got this spare tire which holds air, this spare tire which leaks. I'm gonna pull that one off. This is doing 66 7. Trailer pulls smooth. I think that's mission accomplished. And then when it's time to rinse the bed out, you back it down in the ditch and rinse it out.